So this is what we're going to be covering for this course. This is the course outline. The course outline says that we should introduce the basic concepts of electrical and electronic engineering. And what we normally say is that telecommunication and information engineering is a sub-branch of electrical engineering, and therefore that is, we normally give them the same introduction. So if you are doing TIA or electrical, you are well covered under this unit. So we are also going to be introducing the basic concepts in the context of live applications of engineering, and we are also going to be talking about the logical way of thinking about problems that engineers solve. We are going to be talking about why career in engineering is exciting as a profession, and then we are going to move to part 2. 1 to 4 is part 1 of the course, and then part 2 of the course is discussing the introduction to computer systems, how computers operate, among others. So, and of course, the general fundamental components of a computer system. So, this unit is a 2-unit course. Rather, there are 2 halves. One half introduces you to engineering. The other half introduces you to computing. So they are not very technical courses. You just need to understand what engineers do, what kind of work that engineers carry out, the skills that they gain, or the skills that they are required to have, among many others. And learning objectives are also very similar, that you should have a basic understanding of the roles of an engineer, understand the nature of work that engineers do, and then the principles of forming the foundation of electrical engineering. And then you're going to talk about the general overview of computer systems and the interrelationship between different components that make a computer. So, of course, the description is more detailed here, and you can look at it, but more or less, these are the concepts we are going to be discussing as we go through this lecture. So it's a bit detailed course, but what we have said is that it is recommended that we do 2 hours of lectures and 2 hours of tutorials. So what I'm simply saying is that instead of doing live lectures, I'm going to be doing a pre-recorded lecture, so that I just introduce the general concept. But then in these 2 hours of tutorial, we just discuss any areas that might be unclear, any things that may not make sense when you hear it on the video, among others. Then there are 3-hour lab sessions that you might be do. These ones you might do them on your own, or we might send you to the lab to do some of the tasks that we are going to be assigning you. So for that, that is the requirement or the teaching methodology for this unit. Now about the cards and assignments, you are expected to do 3 cards and 3 assignments. So cards and assignments take a total of 30%, whereas the sitting exam, which you do at the end of the course, will take 70% of the course. So that is the tool I'm going to be using for teaching this course, and therefore that is why I have Canvas. Is that platform that I have shown you that I will be using to send you notes, to send you lecture videos, to send you the cards and assignments and an announcement. So that is the one that I'm calling Canvas. From Canvas links you to the YouTube, and here is the lecture, the schedule of the lecture. That lecture 1, I hope to cover, or I've actually done that. I have already covered the introduction to engineering profession and some elements of professionalism, engineering misconceptions, among others. Then in lecture 2, we cover the different branches of engineering and engineering majors such as electrical engineering, control engineering, power systems engineering, among others. Then in week 3, we are going to start talking about the occupations of engineering, and during that time, I will give an assignment. And then this is simply the breakdown of what we expect to cover. Week 4 and 5, we discuss the different concepts of electrical engineering, such as physical rules, electronics rules, control theory, among others. And then in week 6, we look at 1. Again, I have stopped using Google Classroom. This is going to be a multiple choice question. So for you, because you are a big group, I'm not going to be sending you to answer questions like on text, like you type or you handwrite. I'm going to give you multiple choice questions. So the multiple choice questions sometimes get tricky. You may not be used to do this one because I believe in the whole of the high school you are answering text questions. But for this course, you're going to be answering cards and assignments on multiple choice questions. Week 7, we discussed the fundamentals of, we start on the part B of the lecture, that is computer fundamentals, history, development of computers, and the basic components of a computer, such as information, binary bit, ASCII, among others. Then we talk about the laws of computers, we do assignment 2, and then we discuss the other concepts as are prescribed in our course outright. So we are going to be doing 3 cards. Here I said only 2 cards, but I'm actually going to be giving you 3 cards. So be on standby, because it's very important that you keep up to speed with where we are, with what we are covering, and just be sure that you do not miss out on what I have already introduced. So I actually recommend that you install the app for the Canvas. Install it on your phone, on your smartphone, on your iPhone, whichever. And if you don't have that, then you can use a laptop. If you don't have the laptop and you don't have a smartphone, then I don't know how you're going to study, because clearly you need either of them. Or someone asked me, what do you mean by multiple choice questions? Like the ones you used to do in primary school. I give you choices, A, B, C, D, 3, or even up to F. Sometimes I give up to 8 choices. So you need to be very cautious with the kind of choices that you make, because sometimes the answer, the choices might be more than one that are correct. You know, in primary school we talked about only one correct choice, but here they're going to be talking about more than one correct choice. So I'm going to be sending quizzes here. Always use chat. There is a chat platform that you can raise any like general discussion. Now, not the specific topic that you want us to discuss, but general points like when are we meeting, or where is this teacher, or where is this lecture note. You can use this one. This is a normal chat like you use on WhatsApp that is specifically for this class. So when I said everybody will receive, and therefore you can respond, you can ask questions. Just don't bring the funny jokes here. Let's make it official that we are discussing the stuff for the class. So I think that is my introduction for this class.